The Squeezing Monster by me and Dad. Even though it might not sound like it, the Squeezing Monster was one of the nicest monsters in all of Monsterland. You see, the Squeezing Monster loved to hug people. He hugged them so much it felt as if he was squeezing you. But it felt lovely. If you have never had a hug from the Squeezing Monster, I would really recommend that you do. It will be the best hug you have ever had. He especially liked to hug people that looked sad. He would squeeze them until their sad faces turned into happy faces. He was a good friend to have. So next time you feel sad, why don't you find the Squeezing Monster? You'll feel better before you know it. Shantia and her friends were very excited today as they were all going to the water park. It was a lovely sunny day and they were very excited about going on the new water slide they had at the park. They packed their swimming costumes, goggles, playthings, sandwiches and drinks, and they set off in the car with Mum and Dad. When they got there, they found a nice spot to put their bags with some seats where Mum and Dad could relax and keep an eye on them. The girls got changed, and after Mum had covered them all in sun cream, they jumped straight into the pool. Have fun, girls, and be careful. Make sure you come back in a bit to top up your cream and have a drink, Mum shouted as they splashed around. After a while, when they had been playing for nearly an hour, they decided they wanted to go down the new water slide and came running back to where Mum and Dad were sitting to ask if they could. Yes, that's a good idea. I'll take you, but only if I can come on with you. Ha ha, Dad offered, laughingly, already getting changed. They walked off together towards the slide very excitedly. However, when they got there was a big sign on the new slide which read, "Sorry, slide closed." There was a small crowd gathered around it, and just like Shanti and her friends, they were all very upset about not being able to go on the new slide. I wonder what the matter is, Dad asked. Let's go and have a look. They walked over to the slide and the manager of the park was there, explaining to the upset children and families what had happened. A big beach ball was stuck in the middle of the slide, and no matter what they tried, they couldn't get it out. So if anyone tried to use it, they would get stuck behind the ball. Oh dear, what a shame. All those poor children that were so excited about going on the slide, and now they can't, Dad thought to himself. Suddenly he had an idea, and his face lit up with excitement. Quick, Shantia, you and your friends go and play near Mum. I'll be right back. I have a plan. With that, he ran off straight to Monsterland to find someone that he knew would be perfect to help. He explained everything to the Squeezing Monster, who said he would be delighted to help, and they both rushed back to the water park. When they got there, the slide was still closed, and the place was still full of gloomy faces. The Squeezing Monster walked over to the slide, and after a quick chat with the manager, he started to do what he did best. He walked over to the top of the slide and grabbed the top of the slide. He gave it a big hug with all his might. He squeezed and squeezed more than he had ever done before. And before long, the beach ball flew out of the bottom into the water. Whoosh! Yay! All the children in the park let out a massive cheer, and they all clapped for Squeezing Monster. They all rushed over to him and gave him a big squeeze to say thank you, and of course the Squeezing Monster loved that. Then the manager came over and said a huge thank you to the Squeezing Monster and told him that because of him, the slide was now open again. Soon there was a big line of excited children queuing to go down the slide. As a way of saying thank you, the manager invited the Squeezing Monster into his office to share some cakes and sweets. Can you guess what he said? Of course he did! Remember, monsters love cakes and sweets. The end. Thank you for listening. I hope you liked our story. Bye!